Hello everyone, I am the Thewitchatarian and I am here to do a 3-month forecast for Scorpio. We're going to start with Scorpio and we're going to work our way through. So this is going to be the energies for about 3 months from now. So around like mid-July. So let's see what energies we have overall. What can we be expecting for Scorpio for around mid-July? Let's see here. Okay. We've got fulfillment of wishes. Trapped in fear. And deception and envy. We have 7, 8, 9. So, okay, I'm going to read it like that. It's a progression into your fulfillment of wishes. On the bottom of the deck, we have truth. So, I'm not going to do it. I don't think it's month by month, but I do think it's like a phase to phase with you, Scorpio. So you are going to be moving from deception and envy into fear and then into your fulfillment of wishes here. So somebody is playing mind games with you. Either you are or they are. It feels very much like this this battle back and forth between you and another person. I feel that it's stemming from you being in a state of boredom right now. So it's not your true self, and I'm not sure if you're dealing with an Aquarius, or I just got that for somebody. I feel like you are bored and you're just kind of creating this drama around you. So I would just be a little more aware of where you're putting your energies, and maybe, I mean, for some people you might feel like, hey, like drama is always around me. Why is everything so dramatic? Why are you being dramatic? This is like a saying that's kind of like probably going to be used around you quite a bit in this next like month or so, probably. And then like this fear. So it's like once the fun of the drama is kind of worn off, it's like this fear of like, oh, like I'm doing this to myself. Like it's self-infliction, and you are realizing that you're the one that's kind of bringing these patterns into your life. You're drawing these certain people to you, Scorpio, that are reinforcing those like trauma bonds and those negative, low vibing patterns, right? So I'm going to suggest like your focus these next few months is really working on yourself and raising the vibration so that you can drop those limiting beliefs and patterns and people, and really start stepping into your you can't see it, but the bottom of the deck, into your truth. So it's like the truth will set you free. Once you kind of realize that and come to that on your own accord, you are going to see the universe start to sync up for you. It's going to become into more of an alignment with your true self. And so you will start to see synchronicities in the universe. You'll start to see numbers, patterns. You'll feel like there's a lot of coincidences around you, but coincidences, like there are no coincidences. So it's really the universe kind of like reinforcing, do your due diligence and drop the drama, drop the deception, drop the fear, and sit in the place of truth. And when doing that, it's going to allow for some like really cool, abundant things to come your way. Okay, and I'm just going to get a couple cards here. We've got the 5 of Swords. So that's like some sneakiness going on, and that's probably playing with this deception and envy here. Okay, I'm going to actually grab a few more before I start to read here. Okay, and I just saw the 4 of Wands. So I do feel like there could be and with the Ace of Wands here, there might be a new foundation coming in, and that could be through work. It could also be through your home situation. You might be moving, you might be creating something new. Okay, I'm gonna do, yeah, and there's the 4 of Wands again. Okay. Okay, I love when things like that happen. Okay, so I always intuitively kind of place the cards wherever I feel, and right now, like the way I'm looking at it, it's this very like separate, like there's 2 sides, and that's kind of how that's kind of how this next period of time is going to go for you, Scorpio. We've got the 5 of Swords and we have the 5 of Cups. So this is very much like what we've got over here. It's a inner conflict. With 2 5s here, we also have like that. It's going to be like a shift. There's going to be some sort of shift coming and happening. And it can either come with a lot of resistance or it can come with you leaning into it. And that's kind of what I feel like. You can either focus on all of like the spilt milk. Like we have, I don't know if you can see this, but she's crying because it's not milk. It looks like blood, but essentially like you can cry over spilt milk, or you can learn to look at the brighter side of things. And I think that's really going to be your theme, Scorpio, is to look at the positive side, like the positive aspects of your life, and to focus on that and not to get so entwined in your mental headspace. I feel like for some of you, you get stuck there, and then that kind of leads to these like games and you trying to like stimulate yourself. For some, I would say like getting exercise, however that looks for you, just getting your body moving and kind of like to the point where you don't kind of have to think. So getting out in nature, maybe just like plugging in a really motivational book or whatever that looks like for you, but kind of being able to take yourself out of the headspace and kind of bring yourself into the heart. So once this shift kind of takes place and you are no longer, looking at all the negative aspects around you, and you can start to shift into the more positive, higher vibe, you've got this new beginning with the Ace of Wands coming in. And so that is all about creation and willpower, being inspired, things that, have really, maybe you've put on the back burner because you didn't think that they were viable options for you, but now it's like you've got this new passion ignited in you, Scorpio. I feel like this could, for some of you, I feel like you could be moving, towards a new career, or you could physically be moving to like a new destination. Maybe this is the time where you just like, you just say, screw it, I'm doing what I want to do, and you don't have to answer to anyone anymore. And maybe that's kind of where you are in this headspace too. For some, you feel like you are having to, appease others' like demands, or others' like their beliefs and what you should be doing or how you should be acting. And I feel like that's very conflicting for some of you too, okay? So I feel like once you let go of your own personal belief of having to please others, that will allow you even more freedom to step into more of yourself. So this is going to be a huge transition time for you, Scorpio, and it's going to be about, finding what really motivates you and what really makes you feel fulfilled. Okay, and that's going to bring with it a very strong foundation, a very bright foundation, like something that you are really, that you've been wanting. It's like a foundation full of passion. So this could be work, it could be home, it could be a new relationship. This could definitely be from going from an old relationship into a new relationship, leaving the drama and stepping into a more solid foundation, one with passion. Because if that's a relationship, it's very passionate, Scorpio. I feel like you guys would be like on fire. Okay, and we have Page of Swords. So it's like a clear message coming in. And I actually want that card there. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So this very well could be a relationship coming in for you, Scorpio, or this whole thing could be based on a relationship. And so there is a clear offer of love coming to you, and like that could lead to the solid foundation here, this new beginning and solid foundation. And I'm going to say, make sure that this foundation, this relationship, is grounded in the truth. Make sure it's an open and honest relationship where communication can be where it can flow freely and allows you to be your authentic self. I think that's going to be huge for you. I feel like if whoever you were dealing with in the past, or even yourself, like, it's time to be the authentic you. I don't feel like there's any more room. Any more room for you to not step into that for yourself. So we have the Three of Pentacles. And so that's all about teamwork, collaborating, building together. And I feel like that would be like building a life together here. So, and this could also be a partnership in work. It could be, a really solid work foundation, where everything flows really well. But I feel like for a lot of you Scorpios, this is going to be a solid offer of love and a relationship where you guys work together. Ooh, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So that's really awesome. That just shows like this foundation coming into fruition and turning into a very solid phase of your life. So that, I like to see that. That's awesome. And then actually on the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is all about abundance and prosperity, generosity. It's a really, really good card to come up in a reading. And when it's kind of like paired with the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like it shows that this here, if you like shift your energy and start following this, it shows that there's a big line of abundance waiting for you and a fulfillment of wishes, right? Like there is this complete harmony around you as long as you are stepping into the authentic you and raising your vibration. And I know I say that a lot on almost all of my reads, but it's when we're doing tarot, we are reading energy. So these are all probable outcomes for you. You are able to step into any one of these probable outcomes, assuming that you align with it with the right energies, the right intentions, the right beliefs. So everything has its own frequency. And when our beliefs or our dreams, resonate really low, or a frequency that's just not in alignment with our true self, we get into these phases of being trapped in fear or deception and envy. Those lower emotions tend to come out more when we're in the lower vibe. But when we step into our higher selves, we're able to bring more of an abundance. We're able to collaborate with people that align with us. We can bring in offers of really clear and concise love coming in, and we can recognize it because we are vibing at that vibration. So I'm going to leave you there, Scorpio. I feel like this is a really good read. I feel like you have a really good phase coming up for you. It's just going to take a little bit of working your shadow out and raising your vibration to allow this new passionate beginning to unfold for you. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to wish you the best of luck.